The way President Trump and Elon created DOGE is just genius. If you don't know what DOGE is because you're living under a rock like Patrick Starr, well, it's the Department of Government Efficiency that's triggering Democrats more than Alec Baldwin's fingers. They're ripping all the waste and fraud out of the federal government. What if I told you Trump and Elon didn't really create DOGE? Barack Obama did. It's so funny. In 2014, Barack Obama created the United States Digital Service. Their job was to fix the website issues the Obamacare website had, and in order to do that, they needed access to all the relevant data and also to the federal government's IT systems. Now let's move on to 2025. President Trump gets sworn in, and he signs an executive order rebranding the United States Digital Service to the United States DOGE Service. You see, the United States Digital Service already had funding from Congress, so Trump didn't need to go beg Congress to fund this project, which most members of Congress hate because it exposes all the fraudulent activities they've been funding. But by rebranding from the United States Digital Service to the United States DOGE Service, he keeps the exact same acronym, he keeps the funding, but instead of just website maintenance, they are now tasked with going after the fraud, waste, and abuse in the federal government. And because it was just a technical rebranding, no one could sue. Because the courts are going to say, well, if you had a problem with DOGE, then why didn't you sue when Obama created it? And also, Congress appropriated funds for it, so you're not allowed to do anything. It wasn't just the rebranding. Trump gave DOGE new authorities, such as hiring employees and embedding them in each federal agency. Everyone thinks Elon has a bunch of tech nerds in some room, and every day they go to a new agency and say, hey, who's the boss around here, like a bunch of Karens. That's not actually what's happened. President Trump's executive order directs each agency to hire 4 people from DOGE. They're not outside forces, they're in there. Each DOGE team has 1 lawyer, so they're gonna deal with all the legal stuff, and then an HR rep who's gonna deal with the firings, a 21-year-old, someone like Big Balls, you guys, the funniest story ever. And their responsibility is to be the tech guy. And then they have an investigator, someone really good with numbers and identifying issues. And here's the beautiful thing. Per the president's executive order, they don't report to the agency heads. They report to DOGE. So they're embedded in those agencies, but they don't answer to those agencies. The plan is so perfect. And because the United States Digital Service was already an IT team, DOGE has the exact same access they do. That's why they're able to access federal data systems. You couldn't script this. President Trump and the team sat together and came up with this plan to avoid shenanigans and get the job done quickly. And it's just genius.